won the stock non-wing and finished 5th in Outlaw non-wing. So pretty good night for us at Coles County last night. Today we drove the 3.5 hours here to try again in the same 2 classes tonight, stock non-wing and outlaw non-wing. Pays $1,000 to win outlaw non-wing here tonight, so that's why we made the trip out here. And we're hoping for a good night of racing and hopefully good results just like last night. Alright, so we went out for a couple sets of hot laps. Track is it's definitely different than the last time we were here, but the first time we came here this year, it's a little bit like that, where it's kind of curvy in 3 and 4, where you can get up on the ledge and it's got a lot of grip there, and then the grip kind of follows its way down the front stretch at least, and then turn 1 and 2, it's getting slick on the bottom, but it's kind of throwing up those marbles and getting kind of a powdery surface on the top of 1 and 2. I think as we get more laps on it and run up there, it'll kind of blow that stuff off and get grippy up top. But it'll be interesting to see how that happens throughout this heat race and whether or not it's going to be that way by the time we get out there. Our first race is the A-Class non-wing race, and we'll be starting on the pole of that. That's about midway through the heat races, and then after that we'll be going right back out for outlaw non-wing, starting 6th in the first heat race in that one. So just got to try and keep it up front for the stock non-wing and then try and make my way forward for the outlaw non-wing. I'm thinking since outlaw non-wing goes at the end of the heat races, there's probably a good chance it'll be wide enough that we'll see some passing in that outlaw non-wing race. A pair of really good heat races for us right there. We started on the pole of the stock non-wing heat race, and we were able to space ourselves out from everyone else and grab the win in that one. That's going to put us starting 2nd in the stock non-wing feature right here that we're just about to go out with. Top's definitely starting to come in. The bottom's definitely slicking off a little bit, but guys are still competitive in both lanes, really. So gonna have to be on top of our game and make sure whichever line we end up running, we're gonna be feeling good right there and have the car settled and handling well right there. So after that, we'll be going out for the outlaw non-wing race. We started 6th in the outlaw non-wing heat race and ran the top. Top wasn't really there yet, but I was cleaning it off the whole race and eventually found my way up to 3rd. Wish I could have gotten a little bit further, but I'll be starting 3rd in this outlaw non-wing feature. A couple really good cars right around me, so we'll definitely have to be aggressive and see what we can do in that one. But it should be a good couple feature races for us right here. very good night for us here at Circus City Speedway. Started on the outside pole in stock non-wing and was able to grab the lead straight away. And then just ran 25 hard laps on the cushion, and definitely evolved a lot throughout the race. Early on it was not quite as tall, not quite as heavy as it ended up at the end. You could kind of slide your right rear through it towards the beginning and through the middle of the race. There towards the middle of the race it started to get heavier, and it started to grab the right rear a little harder and put it up on two wheels, stuff like that. But I was able to keep it on all fours, and we were able to check out for that one and get the win in it. And then started third in Outlaw non-wing, and got to second early on, and then actually got the lead there for a couple laps, and then got a slide job from Brandon Rose after I made a mistake up there on the cushion, but ended up second in that one. Again, it was just I just made a mistake there on the cushion, and that's all it took for him to get by. But it was a good race with him nonetheless, and I think if I had not tied my right rear shock down quite as hard as I did, maybe we could have had something for him, and maybe if we had the gear a little bit better, could have had something for him. I feel like we've had the gear right here before, but tonight it seemed like every time we went out I couldn't get it past 16,000 RPM, so it was mostly down in the 15s throughout most of the night. And then once I was trying to pitch hard on that cushion, then it really started to pull the motor down. So after that, if you watch that Outlaw non-wing race, I ran third gear most of the race, and then actually after that last yellow, when we had that green-white checker, I actually never made it out of second gear and just ran it in second. It hit the chip a little bit, but it wasn't bad enough that I felt like it was hurting us. But it definitely would have been better if we had the correct gear on for it to pull its way out of there in third gear. So we'll have to make improvements on that next time we come back here. I think we might be back here next week actually, so I'll take a look at my schedule again, and we'll end up somewhere at a track next weekend, I'm sure. But really good night here for us. Just got to say thanks to Nathan Benson Motorsports, G-Force Chassis, Porter Steel Buildings, DDI Fabrication, Sure-Built Suspensions, Advantech Dyno Service, and AFD Graphics for everything that all of them do to help us out, make this possible. It really means a lot to us. Thanks to all of you guys for following along. If you're new here, you like this video, click to subscribe to see more content. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. Leave me a comment down below if you have any